it just seems, in a weird way, it seems like it happens so fast, but also in the exact opposite way, it feels like it's taken a lifetime. So it's just this thing of, I don't think you always know where you are unless you look back and look forward. I know I'm guilty of that in the past, for sure.
If Kevin and I improved by 1% each episode over 600 episodes, that means we got 384 times better. Never underestimate what you are capable of with enough hard work, commitment, and consistency over the long term.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another very special, as always, episode of Next Level University, where we teach you how to level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode. We chatted with one of our group coaching clients, Kevin Stenner. He was the most consistent in group number one, I believe, yes. Today,
Ambitious
Army. Today, for episode number 645, what it feels like to evolve.
So, Kev, this was your idea because you've evolved so much.
I appreciate
genuinely,
that.
man. And it's been challenging.
It's definitely been challenging.
So talk to the people.
I went downstairs to the bathroom. I was on my way back up, and before I went to the bathroom, you and I were going through all the clients that we had, and we were just figuring out, okay, this is this. Okay, we got new clients, and it made me look back to the way I felt. I don't know, a month ago maybe, and it's like night and day. A month ago, I felt like I was next level. Like I don't know how many clients. I didn't have a ton of clients because we've gotten a lot over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's been good.
And we weren't talking about doing 7 episodes a week. We weren't talking about doing 6 episodes a week. That was different. I hadn't moved yet. I didn't have a new car. Right? So, like, that's only a month ago.
I know.
Then I jumped back to, like, okay, because you have unique measure points in your life. When the pandemic started, it was completely different. We didn't have a studio. We didn't have Next Level University, right? Like, so many things have changed, but I don't know that people necessarily know what evolution feels like. It feels, to me, it's usually overwhelming, and you don't really know how far you've come until you look back. So I said to you in the beginning, the only way you know where you are is to look back and then also to measure the distance required to get to where you want to get to. And I would say there's a lag between when you level up and when your results level up.
Yes.
The fact that you and I have gotten, 7 or 8 new clients in the last few weeks isn't because of anything we've done different this week.
I know.
It's because we've been doing that for months and months and months and months. And it's just this weird thing of, to me, evolution feels like momentum catching up. And then you have that moment of like, oh, wow, so much has changed since a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. If you're not giving yourself credit for the small wins, you might not even understand that you're evolving.
If you don't give yourself credit for the small wins, you might not evolve. Because when we were in a chasm of doing a lot of work but not seeing the reward, if we lost momentum during that chasm when we weren't getting the rewards or the results, we wouldn't have them.
Yeah.
And I know exactly how you feel because I just got 5 new clients in the last couple weeks. But it has nothing to do with these last couple weeks. It has everything to do with group coaching. And a lot of the one-on-one clients that I'm working with now were a byproduct of group coaching or people that we connected with months ago. It's such a trip. It's such a trip.
It's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. I felt compelled to read that post.
Sure.
Just because I think, again, this episode is about evolving. And
you want to pull it up on this TV?
Yes, I will do that. It's a good call.
I think you have to have the perspective of looking back and remembering. Like, Alan and I talked about this recently. I'm teaching people, my clients, I'm teaching them sales. One of my clients who I just started working with her podcast just got her first paying client, like a week or 2 later. And I was like, that's amazing. That's so awesome. And I'm talking to Alan. I learned sales a year and a half ago. Before that, I didn't even know what sales was.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I didn't know about podcasting. It wasn't even a thought. I didn't know what self-improvement was. I mean, 5 years ago I did, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to understand how far you've come. Like, we have 650 40, whatever this is, episodes. Like,
It's mind-boggling.
it's evolution. I told you the other day when we were in the studio, I was like, sometimes I don't get it. And you were like, we don't get what? And I was like, I have Anthony Trux's like cell phone number. Like, I could text him. Like, Dave Meltzer cell phone number. Like, we could text Dave. Like, Dave's a friend. That's weird to me. That's weird. Evan Carmichael, like, is a friend at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Cavuto is a friend. Like, I love you. We say it at the end of every call. And it's, like, weird. It's weird for me. But I figured...
Go deeper.
When you don't... It just seems, in a weird way, it seems like it happens so fast, but also in the exact opposite way, it feels like it's taken a lifetime. So it's just this thing of... I don't think you always know where you are unless you look back and look forward. I know I'm guilty of that in the past, for sure.
I wonder if you ever really know where you are.
You do. I think you know where... You only know where you are connected to the level of awareness you have of what is.
Exactly.
In this weird way.
Do you think you're more or less surprised than me?
More.
Why?
Because you designed it, and you knew it was going to happen. For you, it's a matter of when. For me, it was a matter of if, how, all of it, everything. Everything. It's weird for me. It just is. The whole thing's weird still. And I know it's going to get weirder, but I'm down for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest issues for our listeners that we've seen is not everybody has people in their corner trying to lift them to the next level, and even the people who are trying to help don't always know how.
That's why Kevin and I created Next Level Group Coaching. It's a 3-month program on teams of 10 with all people committed to achieving their goals. Click the link in the show notes for more information.
And we only take 10 people at a time, so make sure you get in quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it spin? Can you spin it?
I tried.
Doesn't?
Can't. So I'm just going to read this because, again, this is about evolution, and this post will hopefully help all of you understand what you're capable of. That's the point. That's why I posted this, and I spent a decent amount of time on it. Long before the studio and the rebrand, long before group coaching and paid speeches, long before Your World Within Live and Top Notch Live, long before Next Level Podcast Solutions and Next Level Business Solutions, long before 600-plus episodes, long before becoming a global top 100 self-improvement podcast, long before hundreds of thousands of listens and 50-plus clients, long before nextleveluniverse.com and a global 11-person team, long before a thriving private Facebook group and training next-level certified coaches, long before next-level online courses and next-level book club, long before 62 weeks straight of the Next Level Meetup Mondays and our Next Level mailing list, long before all of that, it was just a dream in our hearts. I calculated it out once. If Kevin and I improved by 1% each episode over 600 episodes, that means we got 384 times better. Never underestimate what you are capable of with enough hard work, commitment, and consistency over the long term. Thank you all so much for your incredible support during these challenging but insanely fulfilling early years of Next Level U. We have the most incredible listeners in the entire world. We appreciate each and every one of you, and don't worry, we are just getting started. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Rocket ship.
And this is a photo that Kevin created of 100 episodes, a picture of us in my sister's old room.
Yeah, it's dark, and Steve McQueen, the skeleton, is there.
Yeah, our mascot, Steve McQueen, the skeleton, with a Hyperconscious t-shirt on.
Tank top?
Muscle shirt.
Yeah, muscle shirt.
Muscle shirt. And then in the middle, it's 300 episodes, and that was in the basement of the house I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
Hyperconscious still. And then you've got 600 episodes in, and it's the studio, and we're dressed nice, and the photos of our beautiful girlfriends behind us, and the studio, the way you see it now. And it's unbelievable.
It is. It is. Again, this is something that I've done with clients before. If you don't have a video journal of some sort, like start taking videos of you and like where you are in your life. Record yourself a little solo podcast episode or something. That way you can check back in on it, because I think we forget. It becomes normal. Like what you do becomes normal, and then you forget how much you've had to evolve in order to get there, or you have the things along the way of like, oh, I got my first client, that I did my first episode, I had my first speech, I did my first this. But after that, I feel like things kind of just start to mesh together. So it's important to make sure that you're giving yourself credit and giving yourself maybe celebration for the small wins. I know that's something we didn't do early on.
faith is something that you believe in that you cannot see yet. Faith is something that you know in your heart, but you can't see it yet. And I think that more faith is everything. So one quick thing before we go, I just wanted to talk and give a shout out to someone I was on the phone with yesterday. So we had someone in group coaching, and I'll keep it anonymous, but basically in group coaching, we do 6 separate bi-weekly sessions. One of them is deep in relationships. It's about love. And this person got their snow globe very shaken because in that session, we basically talked about core aspirations, core values, and core beliefs in conflict, and how you might be with partners who aren't as into growth as you, and how that's not necessarily a good thing. And this person I was on the phone with yesterday, at the end of group coaching, just so everyone's aware, we give a free coaching call with either Kevin or me. And I got on the phone with this person, and I'm so proud of her. She has evolved, and she's evolved. And when she's evolved, so have the person's, places, things, and ideas that she surrounds herself with. And she had to have a tough, honest conversation with herself of like, okay, I'm super growth-oriented. I wasn't always. And I'm doing all these positive habits and all these daily disciplines, and I'm listening to NLU, and I'm doing this group coaching. But my partner, it's not right anymore. So she literally told me, and I'll keep it anonymous again, that her PPT, one of them was gratitudes for her intimate partner, or it was spend quality time with my intimate partner. And she said every time I was doing my PPT, peak performance tracking, for those of you who don't know, I would get to that one and have an aversion. And she's like, that's when I knew it was over. And the aversion was basically like, I know I don't belong there anymore. So if you're out there right now and you feel like, this is the way I describe it. Emilia and I call it lonely land in relationship talks. You know that you don't belong with your old friends and the old rooms that you were in because you feel like off, you feel like you're not understood, you know you're different than that, but yet you don't fully feel like you fit in anywhere else yet either. You're in lonely land. You're in this middle. And in group coaching, she actually said, it's like, I don't fully fit in with Kevin and Alan yet. I'm not like them yet, but I'm definitely not like my old friends either. So say no to the old world. Take a leap of faith and embark on lonely land. And try to learn from people who are in that new world, whether it's growth, personal development, business, entrepreneurship, whatever endeavor you're in. And this person ended up breaking up with their intimate partner, and they're going to flourish at a whole new level now, and I can see it energetically. And so if you're out there and you haven't been evolving, it's probably in part because you haven't let go of that old world. And Kevin and I just want to encourage you. If you need help with that, reach out.
Yeah, I believe that at the end of the day, people are searching for the place that they belong. And they're spending time in places that they've convinced themselves that they do belong, and they're not leaning into where they actually belong. So that is what Next Level University, Next Level Universe, the entire thing that we're creating is all about. You can feel safe. You can feel like you belong, whether it's Next Level Nation or group coaching or one-on-one. We just want to help you get to the next level with love, heart-driven, but no BS.
And all that's in the show notes.
Everything. All of it. All the stuff you need from us in the show notes. Every single episode. You dig?
I dig.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We appreciate you. What episode is next?
Ooh, I got to pull it up on the screen for Kev.
You can pull it up on this one behind me if you want.
Okay, let's do it.
What's today? Today's Monday if you're listening to this. So tomorrow would actually be last week's meetup, the top 5 lessons from 600 episodes of Next Level University.
Oh, yeah?
You dig?
I dig.
We love you. We appreciate you. And as always, we do not have fans. We have family. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.